Hey folks, this is Jerry Wink. Welcome to Accounting 510 online for the online MBA program. And I'm going to be your instructor for the next 8-week term. And we have lots to learn, and it's going to fly by really fast. So the important key is don't get behind. Don't procrastinate. Okay, the way you're going to know which class is yours is by the call number. So call number 1004 is generally the first half of the alphabet, and 1005 is generally the second half of the alphabet. Okay, both classes are set up identical. So everything in there is the same. So I'm just going to pick a class and I'm going to walk through everything for you, okay? So you're going to go to, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Blackboard. And I'm just going to click on class 1004 because it's identical again. All right, the first thing you see in the left-hand menu is your announcements. So go there. It tells you how to get registered with the Connect software. It gives you a welcome, and you can go back to that in a minute. Getting started portion. The course overview is pretty good. Navigating the menu, web browsers, email guidelines. All of that keeps the extended studies people really happy. You can read it. I'm not going to pay attention. That's not where I want you to go, okay? Course information is extremely important. Okay, the first thing you're going to see is a word syllabus. You click on the link, and it should take you to... It will in a minute. Sorry, it's not working faster. It'll take you to the extended studies version of a word syllabus, okay? And it's for both classes, so you can read through that. I don't go by it. I did update it. It may not be perfect, but it's pretty close. Okay, the Excel syllabus is your go-to document. I want you to print every page, or you can save it to your computer, but I want you to look at it every single day during this class. It has everything you need to know about this class. It has policies. It has a way to keep up with your grades, because I'm human. I make mistakes. When I post your grades, I want you to know that what you have is the same thing that I have, and I'll show you where that is. And this instructional video is going to be on that Excel syllabus. So click on the Excel syllabus, and it comes up. Notice that it's for both call numbers. It has the welcome announcement right there. It has the link to your word syllabus right there. Okay, we're on the overview tab. It will have the link to the instructional video once I get it processed through YouTube. Okay, you will have discussion boards. I just finished getting them set up. They are identical to both classes. I don't mind if you collaborate and come up with ideas, but do not type the exact same thing as another student does. Okay, you can make them your own. I don't mind if you talk about them, but don't copy and paste from somebody else's post. That irritates me more than anything, and I can see it and recognize it, and I know it's happening. So don't do it. That makes me very angry. So the way to access the discussion board is to go to your Blackboard class, left-hand menu, label discussion boards. Click on the appropriate number. In week 1, you're going to have 2. So you're going to have an introduction and a module 1. So you got to do both of them. When you get into that discussion board, you want to go to the top right-hand corner, and you're going to see list view, and you want to change it to tree view, because I've set it up where I have the only thread. You cannot create a thread. You just reply to my initial one, and then I will hopefully look at the discussion boards every day and reply to the students that have come along and done that. Okay, I figured out a different way of grading. So I need to write myself a note. I need to add my DB expectations. And I guess I'll add that in the course information. So that's something I meant to do and I forgot, but I'll get it done. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reply to every student every week. That's my plan. And in that reply, I'm going to ask you another question. So I expect from you, I want your initial post by the due date. I want two posts to fellow students' initial post every week, and then reply to what I asked you. Okay, so you're going to be required to make an initial post, reply to my question, and comment on two fellow students' initial post. Okay, so that's 4 items that you need, 4 discussion posts you need to make per week. The initial post has a due date. The other posts also have a different due date. I do not accept late discussion posts, period. Okay? So don't even go back and try to redo something that the time period's already gone by. I don't accept them. And I think I should add that here also. So, caps lock. I will not grade late discussion board posts. Okay? And I'm going to bold it so you see it. Okay? So that's done. I'm going to go through the Excel document and then we'll go back to Blackboard. Your practice homework, graded homework, it's also called a critical thinking assignment. I call it graded homework. Mastery exercises, also opening exercises, are only accessed via McGraw-Hill Connect, and you absolutely must go from Blackboard to get in there. If you don't go through Blackboard and then click return to Blackboard when you're done, your grade is not registered on the Connect gradebook, and that's where I'm going to go to get your grades. So you must access all homework through Blackboard in each module. I'll show you where it works, and that's where it's going to be. And then return to Blackboard so that your grade gets recorded in their gradebook. And then in turn, I'm going to look it up every week, and I'm going to do a weekly update on grades after I've graded the discussion boards each week. So I'm going to try my best to stay on schedule. You stay on schedule. We'll all get along fine. Okay, grades. The discussion boards are 25 points per module for 200 modules total. Publisher videos have no grades. Let me insert one more thing in here, and it will be opening, I'm having trouble typing. Opening exercises are also 0 points. Okay, the items that are 0 points, you really don't have to work them. They're there to provide you another learning opportunity. If you feel like you want to know more about a certain topic, work those opening exercises. They're going to be they're static. They're going to be several hundred questions, and you choose, they're in a pool, and you will choose 10 questions at 0 points each, and you can work them as many times as you want, and you'll get different questions every time, I hope. That's the plan. The practice homework will include If the end of the chapter has an applying Excel, it will be there, and Connect only offered me an algorithmic version. So I put it in the practice homework only. The practice homework will also include a static version of the foundational 15 in the end of chapter material. Okay, then, and you have unlimited times to work it, and you can work it as many times as you need to, because then the graded homework is only the foundational 15 in an algorithmic version, so that you have every person has the same problem, but it's going to be different numbers from every other person in the class. Okay, the mastery exercises, and you only have 3 attempts to work the graded homework, which is why you would want to work the practice homework and understand what you're doing before you get to the graded. Just saying. Okay, mastery exercises are set up just like the opening exercises, except in the mastery they are graded. So it's a pool of questions, and you'll get 10 questions from the pool, and they're 1 point apiece, so 10 points per module. And you have unlimited attempts to work them, so there's no reason to not pass this class, okay? There's really not much reason not to make an A or B. The only way you're not going to get by is if you don't do the work, okay? It's set up so the work is all on you. In the gradebook on Blackboard, this is what I'm going to show you. You're going to see a discussion board total points. I'm going to update that every week after I've graded discussion boards. Graded homework will be there. My points that I have, total points for you for graded homework. Mastery exercises, same thing. Your reflection paper grade, your grand total, and then at the end of the semester I'll have your letter grade in there. You will not see any of the Blackboard, any of the Connect homework stuff in your Blackboard grades, because I've hidden those columns. I want a clean gradebook, okay? And this is the best solution I have at the moment. If you think of a better one, let me know, and I'll likely use it. Okay, again, I'm human. I want you to keep up with your grades so that my grades and your grades will agree. And if they don't agree, you let me know ASAP so we can talk on the phone and we can get it resolved as quick as possible. So to keep up with your grades, you're going to use this second tab down here on this workbook, and we'll work our way through the tabs, okay? So there's the information on discussion boards, practice homework, graded homework, mastery exercises. Your reflection paper is due the last day of class, okay? Don't wait to turn it in on that last day, because as soon as I start getting them, I'll start grading them. And week 7 is an okay time to start turning them in, but don't turn it in really before then, because I want it's an opinion paper. You can't fail it unless you don't do it or you don't answer the particular bullet points I want you to, because the discussion rubric is assigned by those bullet points. Okay, so get it turned in, preferably in week 7. Week 8 is fine. I just like to get my grading done and get grades out as fast as I can. Okay, here's how to register for Connect through Blackboard. If you have trouble following these directions, let me know sooner rather than later so we can get it resolved. Never go directly to Connect. Always enter through Blackboard. Always return to Blackboard, as that's the only way your grade's recorded. Those are important things. So a lot of information on this one page. Okay, grade sheet looks like this. This is your potential possible grades. So discussion boards are all 25 points. The graded homework, the first one and the last one are different points. The ones in the middle are all 90 points. Mastery exercises are all the same. Reflection paper is 100 points. Okay, right here, use this chart to keep up with your grades as you go. So when you finish working the graded homework in Connect, write down your grade and put it here. So what Connect is going to do, if it's one of the 90-point problems, Connect might give you an 89.2. Okay, if it gives you an 89.2, I am going to round it down from 89.4 down to a whole 89. And that's what you're going to see. If it is 89.5, I'm going to round 89.5 and above, I'm going to round up, and it'll be a grade of 90. Okay, I hope y'all understand that. It's pretty simple rounding. I don't like the decimals in my grade book. I'm not going to mess with them. I'm going to round. It all kind of works out in the end. Practice homework is in this grade sheet. It probably shouldn't be because it really doesn't have any points. Okay, and then this is your grade distribution for the MBA classes at CSU Pueblo. All right, I hope that will work well for you. I've moved it into the front of the Excel syllabus so that you can see it and start using it immediately. Okay, every week is set up like this. It's for both classes. It has the dates of the week. So our classes run, let's see, I think I put it up here on the overview. Our week is going to run from Wednesday to Tuesday for this class. This is not what I'm used to. It may not be what you're used to. So what I did is I have me a spreadsheet for your class. I have it for every class I teach, okay? And every place I teach. So I have it here set up. You may want to do that yourself. You don't have to. Because if you look at each weekly tab, I'm sorry, let me get some water. You're going to see that I have the due dates in there. So on the discussion boards, your initial discussion is going to be due Saturday, on March 2nd. The replies to the classmates' post and to me is going to be on Tuesday, March 5th at the end of the day, okay? Practice homework, there's no points for it. Graded homework, which is the critical thinking. Okay, look at these dates. March 5th, 11:59. No late work accepted. I do not want you to get behind in this class. As if you get behind, you'll fail and won't make it. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm not going to accept late homework. I'm not going to accept late discussion boards. Okay, mastery exercises, you have till the end of the semester to get them done. Okay, just do it. So here is what you're going to find in your Blackboard class. Set up, not exactly like this, but pretty close. Okay, so in Blackboard, you're going to look at the prologue lecture notes. I have a link here, and the link is in Blackboard. Chapter 1 lecture notes. And then you're going to have worksheet for videos. So if you want to print those out, you can. And follow along with them and write on them as you view the videos for the different items. Okay? The week 1 update is in this page. So this is where you're going to go, and I need to add those updates to the announcements. I haven't done that either. I'll get that done tonight. Okay, in McGraw-Hill Connect, you're going to do videos. They only have them for the chapter 1. They don't have anything for the prologue. No anything in Connect for the prologue. It's a read only, but you do need to read it. And they do have videos maybe for that. You're going to do practice homework. Okay, this applying Excel is algorithmic only, and the foundational 15 are static. That is for all 8 weeks. Okay, I don't think it's typed in those other pages in those other days, but it's there for all 8 weeks. Your graded homework is only the foundational 15 and different numbers for everyone, and then mastery exercises. Okay, week 2 is the same setup. 3, same setup. 4, same setup. 5, they're all the same setup, okay? 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 8. Okay, here you can find your reflection paper instructions. So it's here. It's also over in Blackboard, okay? The due date is the 23rd at right before midnight. All right, the grading rubric has a place to grade 3 things you learned, 3 things you envision using in your career. They do not have to be the same thing. 3 items you liked, 3 items you don't like about the class. Okay, that's fine. I've got thick skin. It's a learning opportunity for me to read your papers and see how I can make the classes better. This is an opinion paper, so the only really grading I can do is your writing. So please write well. When you go to your employer, you want to already be writing the best possible you can. So use me to practice your writing skills in both the discussion boards and this paper. Also, I want you to look up, just Google it, look up APA format, and I don't need a cover page, okay? But inside it, I want it to be double spaced. It's easier to read and mark up for you on the software if you double space it. And APA requires it. I want headings and subheadings. I want an introduction and a conclusion. If you put any citations in there, I want a separate page for references. You don't have to put citations, but if you want to, you can. I want you to make sure your noun and verbs agree, complete sentences that actually make sense, correctly spelled words, no cover pages necessary. I don't want to read a book, okay? Short, sweet, simple, to the point, get your point across. Submit it via, it's set up as an assignment in Blackboard, and there's a video here on how to turn in an assignment. Okay, there's that. Now you have the reflection paper grading rubric. This is what I see when I grade your paper. So if you have the 3 things you learned in class, I can give you points for that. And on like that. So, and you're graded on APA format and writing quality. Your discussion boards are all graded on this information. I could probably add, I don't know, I'll do what I was going to do. Okay, so now let's leave this and we're going to go back to Blackboard. Okay, so we are in course information. So instructor information tells you something about me, which is fine. You can read about me. Course modules. Okay, the course modules, the Excel syllabus and the course modules and the announcements are what you need to pay attention to. Every module is set up the same. So notice there's a module 1 through 8. That corresponds with the 8 weeks in the term. So module 1 is the prologue and chapter 1. So you're going to have in module 1 your discussion forum, and you also have your introduction for your discussion. So know that you have 2 things. You don't necessarily have to do all this work in order because you're probably, before you do the discussion forum, you're going to want to do the Connect orientation videos. Then you have publisher videos for the prologue. They did have that in there. And you have chapter 1 publisher videos. Okay, so now you're probably ready. You might be ready to do the discussion. Maybe the discussion board, maybe not. You can do your opening exercises if you choose to do them. The due date is the end of the semester or the end of the 8-week term. You have lecture notes that I've created for every chapter, including the prologue. So when you click on it, it'll automatically go to the lecture notes. When you open them, you should see Brewer 16th. Oh, it shouldn't be Brewer. It should be Garrison 16th edition. I thought I got them changed, but I guess I didn't change the prologue one. So 16th edition is the important thing. I've written all these lecture notes over the years. I've improved them over the years. I think they're great. I would suggest you use them, okay? And then I've produced various videos over the years. So here are some, you'll have videos in every module. Come on, work with me. And then at the bottom of the videos, you have your practice homework, which is due at the end, and it's 0 points, so you choose to do it or not. Although I'd really like for y'all to do the applying Excel in the chapters that it's in. It's not in every chapter. You've got your graded homework. When you click to it, let's see. I'm in the instructor view, so your view may not be exactly what it is. There's the student assignment view right there. This is what you should see. Dang, I've already been talking 26 minutes. I need to wrap this up pretty quick. I like to keep it to 15, but you know there's a lot of stuff you have. Okay, so it's 45 points. Here's the due date. You have 3 attempts, not started yet, okay? So at the end, what you want to do, I'm going to go back to the instructor view because that's where I'm going to see it. You want to always return to Blackboard, okay? Always. If you notice any of the due dates that don't match the Excel sheet on graded homework, let me know. Okay, so every module is set up like that. So I'm going to go back to the modules. I'm going to go down to the last one. Because you also have, it takes so long to load all this stuff. You also have the reflection paper there. Okay, I'm going to close this out. I'm glad you're in the class. I'm excited to work with each of you. I see some familiar names in both classes. I'm tickled to have all of you again that I've had before in accounting major classes. I hope you guys will contribute a lot, and the ones that are not accounting majors can learn from you guys. Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll be ready to read your introductions on Wednesday when class starts, February 27th. Absolutely. Okay, bye.